start going outside. So from today, we are going to start Korean lesson. Yay! I am super duper excited for this because from now onwards, we'll not just do Japanese lesson, we'll do Korean as well. A big applause for ourselves. So from now, you can learn Korean through this channel. So the first is introduction video. So today we will do how to give your introduction in Korean and how to start a conversation. So let's get started. And from now onwards, I will upload Japanese and Korean both language content on my channel. So let's start this video. So yeah, I will make a video on characters of Korean, but not today. I have made it, but I will upload on YouTube later on after this video. So let's start our video. So a basic thing that is when you meet a new Korean person, you want to introduce yourself and make small talks. So learning how to introduce yourself in Korean is very important. How you have introduced yourself in Korean will vary based on the situation. Like we can get your started on the basics, like add to these based on your situation, and let's start our video. So it's all about like a fresh start of your introduction, okay? So first I want to tell you a very important thing, that is, so first I will tell you manners and culture in Korea for meeting new people in Korea. So it's good to go over a couple of points on the manners and culture in Korea first, because you first have to learn that, then you will start your conversation. Like if you will do like, hello, how are you, 안녕하세요, this doesn't matter for you. So okay, it's good for you to first go over a couple of points on the manners and culture in Korea. So after you have learned them, you'll get started on how to introduce yourself in Korean. So before anything else, greet them by saying 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요, which written in Korean like this. So I have written 안녕하세요, which is important for you to know how it actually been written. So this is the way to write 안녕하세요, which means hello in Korean. This is the first word which you will say in the starting. Like you'll say hello, how are you? So this is 안녕하세요, okay? Let's go ahead. Okay, so the next and second important point for you is bow as you greet them. This is a sign of respect and politeness. If you already acquainted them, just a head nod should do. So here is a picture that how you can bow down, which I have found it on Google. So this is how you have to bow down. So third important point for you is if you shake hands, use your right hand or both hands. When you shake hands, use your right or both hands. You can show more respects by bowing and touching your left hand to your right hand or grabbing your stomach with your left hand, okay? So this is also a sign of politeness and respect, okay? The fourth important point for you is address them by their title or family name. Like you can say, hello Mr. Kim or hello Mr. Park, okay? Okay, next is Koreans do not prefer to each other by their first name unless they are close, or even then they often go by oppa or unni or unni. So and so on. When you are meeting a new person, use their title or family name unless they saw otherwise, okay? So you can use oppa or unni. Unni means elder brother. They use these two words, but you are meeting a new person, you have to say like Mr. Kim or Mr. Park, okay? Now basic greeting in Korean. The greeting is an essential part to introduce yourself in Korean. These are the basics of what you can say in both the formal and standard ways of saying them. Like there are two ways to say, standard and formal, okay? So when you greet people in Korea, they are likely to talk to you in Korean, not in English. Okay, mind this and note this down. If you don't know how to read the Korean alphabet, you can learn here about in 1 hour. I will upload that video also. So in standard, you have to say 안녕하세요, and informal you can say 차임 반갑습니다. Okay, I will put a picture here or there, okay, of that. And then in formal you can say 만나서 반갑습니다, which means it's nice to meet you. And informal you can say 찬음 반갑습니다. Okay, so this one is the formal way to say it's nice to meet you. Okay, the pronunciation of it is 찬음 반갑습니다. Okay, then the formal way to say my name is John is 제 이름은 존은입니다. Okay, the very important thing is how to introduce your age in Korean. So age makes a big difference in your interaction in Korea. So you want to use more formal and polite language in introduction for people in a higher social position like your boss, your elders, and etc. You can use standard version of the Korean language when you start yourself in Korean and Korea to those who are the same age or younger than you. So in formal way to say I'm 24 years old, it's 저는 20살입니다. And in standard form you can say like this, 저는 24살이요. Okay, as you tell others your age, you should use the native Korean number system. We have a complete guide for Korean numbers here. Like, let me tell you what are the guide for it. You have seen a lot of K-pop idols saying 하늘 셋, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, in Korean, 1 is hana, 2 is the 3 is the 하늘 셋. It's set, but they say it's set. Okay, 4 is net, 5 is the set, 6 is yonsot, and 7 is elkop, or 8 is yotol, 9 is ayop, and 10 is yot. Okay, I will put that picture here and there somewhere, so that you can learn it. Okay, so let me just. So I have one recording for you in which you can learn how to pronounce Korean words 1 to 10. So I have a recording for you. I'm really sorry I can't give you that recording, but I will try to get you here. So first here 1. How to say 1 in Korean. So here's how to pronounce 1.
하나, 둘,
It's second one.
셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
I will repeat it again from 1.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열.
I hope this helps you out. So you can find this on internet also, okay? It's available on internet. So know that Korean age is not the same as international age. You can be up to 2 years old in Korean age because Korean counts when the baby is in tummy, they count that age also. So when the baby enters in the world, he or she is 2 years old, okay? So introducing where you are from in Korean, like if you are from India, Australia, so how you have to introduce yourself is something that will come up when you introduce yourself in Korean. Your partner will probably want to know where you're from. So the formal way to say I am from US. If you want to say I'm from US, you have to say like this. I'm recording for you.
저는 미국에서 왔습니다.
Okay, this is 저는 미국에서 왔습니다.
저는 미국에서 왔습니다. 저는 미국에서 왔습니다.
Hear this pronunciation day by day, you will be perfect in it, okay? Then a standard way to say I'm from USA is like this.
저는 미국에서 왔어요. 저는 미국에서 왔어요.
Okay, example countries are, you can fill in the blanks with the country that you applies to. Take out a notebook. I will prefer you that take out a notebook and write it down from which country you are. In notebook or in a diary, note it down from where you are actually. Okay, so noting from which country you are, in the next video I will tell how every country is pronounced in Koreans, okay? Because introduction in Korean is difficult, very difficult, and I can't tell you in a single video. So I need to do 1 or 2 part for that, because this is so big pronunciation and explanation and how to do and greetings and manners and politeness. So in the second part I will tell you the rest things I didn't tell you in part 1. So I'll meet you in the second part. Till then, keep learning and keep revising, and tell me for what reason you are learning Korean, okay? Tell me that why you are learning Korean. I know 80% of you are just learning for K-pop and K-dramas, but rest of you are learning for what? For job opportunity, for developing your brain, for developing professionally, or want to go to Korea. Please tell me. Okay, bye. See you in the next video. Stay home, stay safe.